Early life and introduction to football. Agustín Javier Delgado Chala, better known as Agustín Delgado, was born on December 23, 1975, in the coastal town of San Lorenzo, located in the Esmeraldas province of Ecuador. Growing up in a humble family, Agustin's early life was shaped by a love for football, a sport that was the heartbeat of his community. His journey to becoming one of Ecuador's most iconic footballers started on the dusty streets of San Lorenzo, where young Agustín would kick around a ball with his friends, dreaming of one day playing professionally. Delgado's passion for football was clear from an early age. His exceptional natural talent was evident even in his youth, where his skills on the pitch were already turning heads. As a child, Agustín idolized the footballers he saw on TV, and his ambition was to emulate them one day. His parents, while supportive, understood the challenges of breaking through in such a competitive field, but they encouraged him to follow his dream, knowing football could offer him opportunities to escape the limitations of his circumstances. At the age of 15, Agustín joined the youth academy of Club Deportivo El Nacional, one of the most prestigious clubs in Ecuador. The academy was known for its emphasis on developing local talent, and Delgado quickly made an impression. His technical ability, combined with his intelligence on the pitch, made him stand out from other young players. As a forward, he was known for his ability to read the game and his knack for scoring goals, an instinct that would serve him well throughout his career. Rise to prominence. Early career with El Nacional. Delgado's professional career began with El Nacional in 1993, marking the beginning of his rise to prominence in Ecuadorian football. Initially playing in the youth ranks, he was quickly promoted to the first team due to his incredible potential. By the time he was 18 years old, Delgado was already an established member of the senior squad, making his debut in Ecuador's Serie A. His first years at El Nacional saw him develop rapidly as a striker. Delgado's combination of speed, power, and technical ability made him a major asset to the team. He had an instinct for finding space in the box, and his precise finishing made him a constant threat to opposition defenses. Over the next few seasons, he began to accumulate goals and accolades, including his first major club title with El Nacional, which established him as one of Ecuador's most promising young footballers. During his time with El Nacional, Delgado's performances did not go unnoticed. His ability to perform in high-pressure situations and his natural leadership qualities quickly earned him a call-up to the Ecuador national team. This was a defining moment in his career, as it marked the start of his international journey with the tricolor. International breakthrough and 2002 FIFA World Cup qualification. By the late 1990s, Ecuador was beginning to establish itself as a rising footballing nation in South America. Agustín Delgado was a key figure in this transformation. In 1999, at just 23 years old, he made his debut for the Ecuador national team in a Copa America match against Colombia. His performances in these early games were promising, showcasing his ability to perform on the international stage. As Ecuador's star player, Delgado became one of the most important assets to the national team, earning the trust of both his coaches and fans alike. The 2002 FIFA World Cup qualification campaign proved to be a turning point in both Delgado's and Ecuador's footballing history. Under the guidance of coach Luis Fernando Suarez, Ecuador began to demonstrate their potential in South American football. Delgado was a key figure in the team's qualification campaign, scoring crucial goals and providing leadership on the pitch. In the final stages of qualification, Delgado's goals played an instrumental role in securing Ecuador's first-ever World Cup appearance in 2002. His performances during this period solidified his reputation as one of the best strikers in South America. For Ecuador, making it to the 2002 FIFA World Cup was a historic achievement, and Agustín Delgado, who scored several key goals in the qualifiers, became a national hero. The 2002 FIFA World Cup. Ecuador's historic debut. The 2002 FIFA World Cup held in South Korea and Japan was a landmark moment in Ecuador's footballing history. For the first time, the nation had qualified for the prestigious tournament, and Agustín Delgado was at the heart of the team's campaign. Although Ecuador did not make it past the group stages, the mere fact that they had reached the tournament was an achievement that would resonate in Ecuadorian football for years to come. Delgado's performance in the World Cup was characterized by his tenacity and determination. He played in all three of Ecuador's group matches, but despite the team's valiant efforts, they were eliminated. Nevertheless, Delgado's presence on the world stage had a profound impact on Ecuadorian football, inspiring future generations of players to aspire to international success. Success in Mexico and a stellar club career. Following his World Cup appearance, Delgado moved to Mexico, joining Club America in 2003. His time in the Mexican Primera Division was a highly successful chapter in his career, where he continued to refine his skills and grow as a striker. Delgado was a key figure in Club America's attack, helping the team reach the final stages of both domestic and international competitions. His goal-scoring ability remained as sharp as ever, and he quickly became one of the top strikers in the Mexican League. Delgado's success with Club America also led to his move to Cruz Azul in 2005, where he enjoyed further success. His time at Cruz Azul was marked by consistent performances, and his goals were crucial in helping the team achieve solid league finishes. During his time in Mexico, Delgado became a household name across Latin America, and his goal-scoring exploits earned him a reputation as one of the top strikers of his generation in the region. While his time in Mexico was undoubtedly a highlight of his career, Delgado also enjoyed stints with Independiente del Valle, Barcelona SC, and Universidad de Chile in later years, adding to his extensive experience across different leagues and competitions. Return to Ecuador and final years. As his career progressed, Delgado returned to Ecuador in the later years of his playing days. He rejoined El Nacional for a brief period, where he became a mentor to younger players and continued to provide leadership both on and off the field. His experience, wealth of knowledge, and professionalism made him an invaluable asset to the team, even though his physical abilities were beginning to decline. During his final years as a professional footballer, Delgado also had short spells with LDU Quito and Mushuk Runa in Ecuador. Though his appearances were limited, he remained involved in the Ecuadorian football scene, continuing to contribute to the development of football in his home country. Delgado officially retired from professional football in 2015, ending a distinguished career that had seen him rise from the streets of San Lorenzo to international stardom. Legacy and achievements. Agustin Delgado's career is one that resonates deeply with Ecuadorians. He is regarded as one of the greatest players in the history of Ecuadorian football, and his legacy extends far beyond his individual accomplishments. His role in the 2002 World Cup qualification campaign and subsequent World Cup appearance is considered one of the most important milestones in Ecuador's football history. Early life and beginnings. Giovanni Espinoza, born on November 19, 1975 in Guayaquil, Ecuador, is widely regarded as one of the greatest defenders in Ecuadorian football history. Growing up in a city that had a deep passion for football, Espinoza's love for the sport was evident from an early age. Guayaquil, a bustling coastal city with a vibrant football culture, provided the perfect environment for Espinoza to hone his skills. Espinoza's family background played a pivotal role in shaping his career. Raised in a modest home, he was encouraged to pursue his football dreams from a young age. Espinoza's early exposure to football came through local teams and street football, where he developed an aggressive yet calculated style of defending. His physical presence, agility, and leadership qualities quickly set him apart as a player destined for greater things. At just 15 years old, Espinoza joined the youth ranks of Barcelona SC, one of the most prestigious football clubs in Ecuador. This marked the beginning of his professional journey. His time in Barcelona SC's youth system allowed Espinoza to refine his defensive skills and to grow as a player. His natural ability to read the game, combined with his commanding physical presence, caught the attention of the club's coaches, setting him on a trajectory that would eventually lead to international fame. Rise to prominence with Barcelona SC. Espinoza made his professional debut for Barcelona SC in 1993 at the age of 18. His rapid ascension through the club's ranks was a testament to his talent and hard work. Barcelona SC, based in his hometown of Guayaquil, was one of the most successful clubs in Ecuador at the time. And Espinoza's arrival provided a boost to their already formidable defense. Espinoza quickly became a mainstay in the club's starting lineup, playing as a central defender. His leadership, composure under pressure, and ability to dominate aerial duels earned him the nickname The Wall among the club's fans. Over the next several seasons, Espinosa's reputation as one of the best defenders in Ecuador grew, and he played a pivotal role in Barcelona SC's success during the mid-1990s. Espinosa's performances at Barcelona SC were key to the club winning multiple national titles, and his strong defensive displays made him one of the most sought-after defenders in the region. His consistent form in Ecuadorian football attracted attention from several clubs in Latin America and Europe. But it was his eventual call-up to the Ecuadorian national team that would propel him to international recognition. International breakthrough with the Ecuadorian national team. Giovanni Espinosa's rise to prominence with Barcelona SC caught the attention of Ecuador's national team selectors, and in 1995, he was called up to represent his country at the senior level. His first appearance for the national team was a defining moment in his career, as he joined a group of players that would go on to make history for Ecuador. Espinosa played a key role in Ecuador's qualification for the 2002 FIFA World Cup, the country's first ever appearance in the tournament. His leadership at the back, coupled with his ability to marshal the defense, was instrumental in Ecuador's strong performance during World Cup qualifying. Espinosa's consistency in international fixtures helped Ecuador establish itself as a competitive force in South American football. Throughout his career with the national team, Espinosa earned a reputation as one of the top defenders in South America. His solid defending, ability to read the game, and skillful tackling made him a key figure in the Ecuadorian squad. Espinosa played in several Copa America tournaments and World Cup qualifiers, contributing to Ecuador's rise as a strong footballing nation. Espinosa earned more than 60 caps for Ecuador and was a key player in the team's 2006 FIFA World Cup campaign, which saw Ecuador advance to the knockout stage of the competition. His solid performances in both domestic and international football cemented his status as a national hero, and he quickly became one of the most respected players in Ecuadorian football history. European experience. Playing in Spain. After solidifying his position as one of the top defenders in Ecuador, Espinosa made the bold move to Europe in 2001. He signed with Real Betis, a Spanish club playing in La Liga, one of the top leagues in the world. The move was a significant step in Espinosa's career, as he sought to test himself in one of the most competitive leagues in the world. Espinosa's time in Spain proved to be both a learning experience and an opportunity to showcase his talent on a global stage. Although Espinosa struggled to secure a regular starting place in the early stages of his career at Real Betis, he eventually earned a spot in the team due to his exceptional defensive qualities. His spell at Betis was marked by occasional injuries and stiff competition for a starting position. But Espinosa's perseverance and determination ensured that he contributed to the team in several key matches. After leaving Real Betis in 2003, Espinosa had short stints with Gimnàstic de Tarragona and Real Zaragoza, furthering his experience in Spain's top league. His time in Europe was valuable for his development, as it exposed him to new tactical approaches and allowed him to face some of the best players in the world. Return to Ecuador and continued success. In 2005, after his stint in Spain, Espinosa returned to Ecuador and rejoined Barcelona SC. His return was celebrated by the club's supporters, who had seen him develop into one of the country's best defenders during his initial spell. Espinosa's second tenure at Barcelona SC was even more successful, as he helped the club win multiple Serie A titles and consistently delivered outstanding performances at the heart of the defense. Espinosa's return to the domestic league was marked by his continued leadership, his no-nonsense approach to defending, and his unwavering commitment to the team. Even as he entered the later stages of his career, Espinosa maintained his high level of performance, helping to guide the younger players at Barcelona SC while continuing to deliver solid displays on the field. Espinosa also enjoyed further success with the Ecuadorian national team during this period. His leadership qualities, both on and off the pitch, made him one of the most respected figures in Ecuadorian football. He was a key player in the 2007 Copa America, where Ecuador reached the semi-finals, and continued to be a prominent figure in the national team's defense until his retirement. Retirement and legacy. Giovanni Espinosa retired from professional football in 2012 after a stellar career that spanned over 2 decades. His contributions to both Barcelona SC and the Ecuadorian national team left a lasting legacy in Ecuadorian football. Espinosa is remembered as one of the most reliable and influential defenders in the history of Ecuadorian football, and his leadership on the pitch was admired by fans and teammates alike. Espinosa's legacy as a player is marked by his consistency, his leadership, and his unwavering dedication to his craft. His international career, which included representing Ecuador in FIFA World Cups and Copa America tournaments, elevated the national team to new heights and helped to establish Ecuador as a competitive force on the global football stage. Post-retirement, Espinosa has remained involved in football, contributing his knowledge and experience to the development of young players and promoting the sport in his home country. He remains a respected figure in Ecuadorian football and continues to inspire the next generation of footballers with his commitment, work ethic, and professionalism. Early life and beginnings. Marlon Alexander Ayoví was born on May 19, 1987, in Esmeraldas, Ecuador, a city known for its coastal beauty, vibrant Afro-Ecuadorian culture, and passionate football fan base. Ayoví's love for football developed at a very young age, influenced by the game's widespread popularity throughout his hometown. Esmeraldas, with its deep-rooted football tradition, provided the perfect backdrop for Ayoví to cultivate his skills. Growing up, Ayoví was drawn to the rhythm of the game. His natural ability to run with the ball, coupled with his sharp tactical understanding of the game, helped him stand out among his peers. He started playing football on the local streets and beaches, where he would often take on older, more experienced players. His competitive spirit and love for the sport became apparent early on, and he quickly gained recognition as a promising young talent. At the age of 15, Ayoví joined the youth academy of Club Deportivo El Nacional, one of the most prestigious clubs in Ecuador. Known for producing top-level talent, El Nacional provided Ayoví with the ideal environment to hone his footballing skills. As a youth player, Ayoví's physicality, quickness, and ability to play both as a left winger and as a left back began to shine through, setting him up for a successful future in professional football. Rise to professional football at El Nacional. Ayoví made his professional debut for El Nacional in 2005 at the age of 18, quickly becoming an important figure in the first team. His performances on the field were eye-catching, particularly due to his speed, dribbling skills, and willingness to attack down the left wing. Ayoví's dynamic playing style, combined with his tireless work ethic, made him one of the standout players for the club. In his early years at El Nacional, Ayoví was used predominantly as a winger. His ability to deliver precise crosses into the box made him an offensive threat for his team, while his defensive discipline ensured that he contributed to both ends of the pitch. Over time, Ayoví's ability to read the game and join in the attack while still maintaining a solid defensive posture earned him the reputation as one of Ecuador's best young fullbacks. His solid performances in the Ecuadorian Serie A caught the attention of both domestic and international clubs, and by 2007, Ayoví had firmly established himself as a key player for El Nacional. His contributions on the field were instrumental in El Nacional's successes, and the club soon realized they had a true talent on their hands. Breakthrough with the Ecuador national team. In addition to his rise in the domestic league, Ayoví's performances at El Nacional earned him a call-up to the Ecuador national team. He made his debut for Ecuador in 2007, during a friendly match against Peru. His introduction to the international stage was met with excitement, as Ayoví quickly demonstrated his abilities to a broader audience. Ayoví's versatility, speed, and technical proficiency made him an ideal choice for the national team. Primarily used as a left back, Ayoví's ability to push forward and link up with Ecuador's attacking players became a key feature of his role. His quick sprints down the left flank, combined with his excellent crossing and vision, created numerous opportunities for his teammates, particularly in attacking set pieces and counter-attacks. In the following years, Ayoví was included in Ecuador's 2010 FIFA World Cup qualifying squad. Although he didn't feature prominently in the final tournament, he was part of the squad that played a crucial role in helping Ecuador secure a spot in the South African World Cup. His performances in the qualifiers solidified his place in the national team's setup, and his consistent form at both the club and international levels made him a key player for Ecuador in the years to come. Move to international and international career expansion. In 2008, Iovi took a significant step in his career by moving to Internacional in Brazil's Serie A. The move to a prestigious club in one of South America's most competitive leagues represented an exciting new chapter in Iovi's professional journey. While the Brazilian league presented new challenges, Iovi's style of play and adaptability made him a valuable asset for Internacional. At Internacional, Iovi's attacking capabilities flourished even more. His blistering pace and ability to deliver dangerous crosses were widely praised, and he quickly became known for his strong performances in both domestic league matches and international competitions, such as the Copa Libertadores. Despite facing tough competition in Brazil, Iovi's professionalism and dedication ensured that he earned regular playing time, further developing his technical and tactical understanding of the game. During his time at Internacional, Iovi was able to develop his skills alongside some of the top footballers in South America, gaining invaluable experience at the continental level. The move to Brazil also solidified Iovi's reputation as one of the best fullbacks in South American football, as he continued to make an impact with both his club and country. Stint in Mexico with Atlante and return to Ecuador. In 2010, after a few years in Brazil, Iovi moved to Mexico, signing with Atlante FC, a well-established club in Liga MX. The move to Mexico offered Iovi a fresh challenge in a new footballing culture, and he quickly adapted to the demands of Mexican football. At Atlante, Iovi's defensive and offensive qualities helped solidify the club's backline, while his ability to contribute to the attack remained a key feature of his playing style. Over the years, Iovi became a fan favorite at Atlante, as his passion and commitment to the team were evident both on and off the pitch. After a successful stint in Mexico, Iovi returned to Ecuador in 2014, rejoining El Nacional for a second spell at the club. During his time back at El Nacional, Iovi served as a key figure, offering his experience and leadership to a new generation of players. His deep knowledge of the game and his status as a veteran of both domestic and international football made him an invaluable asset to the team. Legacy and impact. Marlon Iovi's career has been defined by his versatility, work ethic and passion for football. From his humble beginnings in Esmeraldas to his time in the Ecuadorian national team, Internacional, and Atlante, Iovi's journey reflects the qualities that make him a true footballing warrior. His combination of skill, athleticism, and tactical awareness made him one of the best fullbacks in Ecuadorian football. Over the years, Iovi became known for his consistency, especially in his defensive duties, where his ability to track back and stop opposition wingers became one of his standout traits. As an attacking player, his quick sprints down the left flank, along with his ability to produce pinpoint crosses, made him an important contributor to his team's offensive play. Iovi's commitment to the game also earned him the respect of teammates, coaches, and fans alike. Throughout his career, Iovi made numerous appearances for the Ecuadorian national team, helping to guide the country through World Cup qualifying campaigns and Copa America tournaments. His role in Ecuador's footballing history is undeniable, and he will always be remembered as a key figure in the country's footballing development. Key achievements and honors represented Ecuador in FIFA World Cup qualifiers and Copa America tournaments. Played for top clubs such as Internacional, Brazil, and Atlante FC, Mexico. Known for his exceptional speed, technical ability, and defensive prowess. Developed a reputation as one of Ecuador's most reliable fullbacks, became an iconic figure for El Nacional, where he began his professional career. Marlon Iovi's career serves as an inspiration to aspiring footballers, especially in Ecuador, where he has left a lasting legacy as one of the country's most talented and dedicated footballers. Early life and introduction to football. Christian Mora, born on February 14, 1982, in Quito, the capital of Ecuador, is one of the most prominent goalkeepers in the history of Ecuadorian football. Growing up in a country where football reigns as the most beloved sport, Christian's passion for the game began at an early age. The streets of Quito, like many Latin American cities, were filled with young people eager to play football, and Christian was no exception. His early interest in the sport was shaped by his father, who had a great love for the game, and his neighborhood friends, who played regularly on local fields. From a young age, Mora showed remarkable reflexes and an innate understanding of the game's flow. Although he initially played in various positions, it was his instinctive goalkeeping skills that caught the attention of local coaches. At the age of 12, Christian began to focus on playing as a goalkeeper. His physical presence, combined with his quick reactions and leadership qualities, made him a natural fit for the position. This led to his enrollment in the youth academy of Liga Deportiva Universitaria de Quito, LDU Quito, one of Ecuador's top clubs, where he began honing his skills. Rising through the ranks, LDU Quito and early success. Mora's journey to professional football began with LDU Quito, where he entered the youth system in the late 1990s. At LDU Quito, a club with a rich history and one of Ecuador's most successful football institutions, Mora was exposed to high levels of competition, which helped him refine his technique and understanding of the game. His impressive performances in the youth leagues quickly made him a standout figure at the club. Christian Mora's professional debut came in the 2001 season when he was just 19 years old. Though he was a young player, his maturity in goal was apparent. The coaches at LDU Quito saw potential in Mora and soon promoted him to the first team. His debut in Ecuador's Serie A was a critical moment in his career, as he showed the composure and skill of a much older and experienced goalkeeper. In his early years with LDU Quito, Mora faced the challenge of competing for the starting spot with other veteran goalkeepers. However, his work ethic and consistency soon earned him the position as the first-choice goalkeeper. His reflexes, shot-stopping ability, and commanding presence in the box became a trademark of his playing style, and fans quickly took notice of his performances. During his time with LDU Quito, Mora helped the team secure several key victories in the Ecuadorian Serie A, contributing to the club's reputation as one of the top teams in the country. His consistent displays were a key factor in the club's success during the early 2000s, and he became a fan favorite due to his dedication and resilience. International career and representing Ecuador. Christian Mora's success at the club level quickly translated to opportunities with the Ecuador national team. After several impressive performances with LDU Quito, Mora received his first call-up to the Ecuador national team in 2004. Though he initially served as a backup goalkeeper, it was clear that the young shot-stopper had the potential to become a key figure for the national team. Mora's breakthrough came in the 2006 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, where he began to establish himself as one of Ecuador's top goalkeepers. His performances in these qualifiers were vital to Ecuador's historic qualification for the 2006 FIFA World Cup in Germany, a momentous achievement for the country's football history. Though Mora did not start every match during the qualification campaign, he played a crucial role in the team's success, providing stability when called upon. As Ecuador secured a place in the 2006 World Cup, Mora was part of the squad that made the trip to Germany. His inclusion in the World Cup squad was a testament to his growing reputation within the national team setup. In the World Cup itself, Mora's role was mainly as a backup, as Maximo Banguera was the starting goalkeeper, but his presence and leadership were still vital for the team's morale. Although Ecuador was knocked out in the round of 16, the tournament was a historic milestone for Ecuadorian football, and Mora's inclusion in the squad solidified his place in Ecuador's footballing legacy. Moved to Mexican football and achieving international recognition. After his solid performances for LDU Quito and with the national team, Christian Mora's career took a significant turn in 2008 when he made the move to Mexico, joining Club Puebla in the Liga MX. The decision to play in one of the top leagues in North America marked a new challenge for Mora, who sought to further develop his skills and gain experience in a highly competitive environment. At Puebla, Mora quickly adapted to the rigors of Mexican football, where the competition was fierce and the level of play was high. His performances in Mexico were consistent, with his agility and strong shot-stopping ability being crucial to his team's defensive stability. Though the team faced some challenges in the league, Mora's individual performances were widely praised by fans and analysts alike. His time in Mexico also allowed him to become more recognized in international circles, and he became one of the standout Ecuadorian players in Liga MX. During his time at Puebla, Mora earned the reputation as one of the league's most reliable goalkeepers. His ability to perform in high-pressure situations and his leadership in the defensive unit were key to Puebla's solid performances. His presence in Mexico also meant that he was frequently called up to the Ecuador national team for friendlies and qualifiers, further cementing his status as one of Ecuador's top goalkeepers. Return to Ecuador and legacy with LDU Quito. After several successful seasons in Mexico, Christian Mora returned to Ecuador in 2011 and rejoined LDU Quito, the club where his career had started. His return was seen as a homecoming, and his leadership qualities were instrumental in helping LDU Quito secure several national titles, including the Ecuadorian Serie A championships. In his second stint at LDU Quito, Mora's experience was invaluable, and he played a pivotal role in the team's defensive structure. Mora's return to Ecuador saw him continue to develop his legacy as one of the country's top goalkeepers. Over the years, he became a cornerstone of LDU Quito's defense and helped lead them to domestic and international success. His consistency between the posts made him one of the most reliable goalkeepers in the history of Ecuadorian football. Later years and retirement. As he entered his mid-30s, Christian Mora's physical abilities began to decline. But his footballing intelligence and experience allowed him to continue performing at a high level. In his later years, he became less of a regular starter, but his influence on the pitch remained significant. Mora spent his final seasons with LDU Quito, playing sporadically and mentoring younger goalkeepers, ensuring the next generation of players understood the importance of discipline, leadership, and work ethic. Christian Mora officially retired from professional football in 2017, bringing an end to a distinguished career that spanned more than 15 years at the highest level. His retirement was met with respect and admiration from fans and colleagues alike, who praised his incredible contributions to both LDU Quito and the Ecuador national team. Early life and introduction to football. Paul Ambrosi, born on April 4, 1975, in Papeete, Tahiti, is a former French-born Tahitian footballer who rose to prominence as a central defender. Growing up in Tahiti, a small island in the South Pacific, football wasn't just a sport. It was a passion that unites communities. Born to a family of sports enthusiasts, Paul quickly developed an interest in the game at a young age. Like many children in Tahiti, he started playing football on the island's beaches, perfecting his skills with friends and local rivals. Although football was a natural part of the culture, playing at an elite level required ambition and commitment. At the age of 14, Ambrosi moved to France, where he enrolled in the renowned football academy of Le Havre AC, a club based in the Normandy region. The transition to France was a crucial moment in his development, as it exposed him to higher levels of competition and the professional game. Ambrosi's move to Europe marked the beginning of a long journey toward making his name known both domestically and internationally. Breakthrough at Le Havre and early professional career. Paul Ambrosi's early years at Le Havre AC were filled with challenges typical for young players trying to break through into professional football. He joined the academy at Le Havre in 1991, where he trained under the watchful eyes of experienced coaches who helped mold his skills as a defender. His physicality, tactical awareness, and ability to read the game quickly distinguished him from his peers. In 1994, after years of development, Ambrosi made his professional debut for Le Havre AC in Ligue 1, France's top football division. While his early years were filled with limited playing time, his potential was clear. As a central defender, Ambrosi's standout attributes were his aerial ability, leadership in the back line, and strength in one-on-one duels. These traits would become hallmarks of his playing style throughout his career. Ambrosi's performances for Le Havre during his formative years caught the attention of clubs in both France and abroad, setting the stage for an exciting career in European football. By the late 1990s, the promising young defender was becoming an increasingly important figure for Le Havre. Moved to France's elite and Stade Rennais FC. In 1999, after establishing himself as a reliable defender at Le Havre, Ambrosi made a significant move in his career, signing with Stade Rennais FC in Ligue 1. Rennes, based in Brittany, offered Ambrosi the opportunity to play at a higher level and compete for a spot in European competitions. Ambrosi's time at Stade Rennais was crucial for his development as a central defender. Playing in one of France's most competitive leagues, he faced stronger opposition, and his defensive abilities were tested week in and week out. His aerial dominance, disciplined defensive positioning, and leadership skills became more evident as he formed partnerships with various defensive colleagues during his time with Rennes. Ambrosi's style of defending, focused on physicality and precision, allowed him to excel in Ligue 1, where he became known for his consistency. His performances helped Rennes challenge for higher finishes in the league, establishing the club as a force to be reckoned with during his tenure. He also gained significant experience in European competitions, representing Rennes in the UEFA Cup and testing his skills against some of the best clubs in Europe. A period of stability with Paris Saint-Germain, PSG. In 2003, after spending a few years at Stade Rennais, Ambrosy's career reached a new milestone when he signed with Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, one of France's most prestigious clubs. PSG had long been a club of high aspirations, and joining them represented a dream opportunity for Ambrosy. His time at PSG would mark the pinnacle of his career, and his contributions played a pivotal role in the club's successes during his tenure. Ambrosy's defensive attributes were perfect for PSG, whose defensive line was constantly under pressure due to their participation in domestic and international competitions. Under the management of Luis Fernandez and later Paul Le Guen, Ambrosy quickly established himself as a first-choice central defender. His leadership on the pitch was invaluable, especially as PSG sought to compete with France's top clubs, such as Olympique Lyonnais and AS Monaco. During his time with Paris Saint-Germain, Ambrozy won the Coupe de la Ligue, French League Cup in 2008, further cementing his legacy at the club. His ability to perform in high-stakes matches was a testament to his character as a player. Ambrosy's time at PSG not only enhanced his reputation in France but also provided him with significant experience in the highly competitive Ligue 1 and UEFA competitions. International career with Tahiti. Despite having spent the majority of his career in France, Ambrosy's footballing roots remained in his native Tahiti, where he was a natural leader for the Tahiti national football team. His international debut came in 2000, and from that moment, he was a key figure for his country. Ambrosy's commitment to his homeland remained strong, even as he achieved great success in France. His leadership and presence at the back for the national team were crucial in many regional competitions, especially in OFC, Oceania, tournaments. He helped lead Tahiti through various FIFA World Cup qualifiers and OFC Nations Cup tournaments, though they faced stiff competition from much larger footballing nations in the region. One of his most significant achievements with the national team came in 2013, when Tahiti qualified for the FIFA Confederations Cup. This was a historic achievement, as it marked the first time in history that Tahiti had qualified for such a prestigious competition. Ambrozy played an important role in the tournament, which provided him with the opportunity to showcase his defensive skills on an international stage. Although Tahiti did not progress far in the competition, Ambrosy's leadership and experience were invaluable for his country during their time in Brazil. His international career continued until 2014, after which he decided to focus on his club commitments. Retirement and transition to coaching. After a long and fruitful career that spanned over 15 years, Paul Ambrozy decided to hang up his boots in 2014, bringing an end to his career as a professional footballer. Though his playing days were over, Ambrozy remained deeply connected to the sport and sought new ways to stay involved in football. After retirement, Ambrozy transitioned into football management and coaching. His deep understanding of the game, coupled with his leadership skills, made him an excellent candidate for coaching roles. His experience playing at the highest level in both France and internationally gave him the tools needed to guide young players and teams to success. In 2015, Ambrozy took on a coaching role with Tahiti's national team, helping to shape the next generation of Tahitian footballers. He was dedicated to improving the country's footballing infrastructure and helping his native land develop its footballing potential on the international stage. Early life and formative years. Felix Luis Borja Guerrero, born on March 18, 1982, in the city of Esmeraldas, Ecuador, is considered one of the country's most talented footballers. Esmeraldas, located on the Pacific coast of Ecuador, is known for its vibrant culture, rich Afro-Ecuadorian heritage, and strong ties to football. It was here that Felix Borja's love for the game was born, as he grew up surrounded by football passion. Where many local youth spent their time on the streets, playing makeshift games on dirt fields. From an early age, Borja displayed natural talent, showcasing his skills in every opportunity he had to play. Growing up in Esmeraldas, Borja was inspired by the energy and excitement of the local football culture. His potential did not go unnoticed, and by the age of 12, he was recruited into the youth academy of Esmeraldas Petrolero, a local club. His dedication to improving his craft quickly set him apart from his peers. Borja was a fast, technical, and skillful forward, with an innate ability to score goals and an unrelenting drive to succeed. His speed, agility, and sharp footballing intellect allowed him to rise through the ranks at the academy, and it wasn't long before he was seen as one of the brightest talents to come out of Ecuador. By the age of 16, Borja made his debut for Esmeraldas Petrolero's senior team. His early performances were marked by his ability to find space in the box and finish with clinical precision. His impressive start to his professional career earned him recognition within the Ecuadorian football scene, and soon, he was being scouted by some of the country's more prominent clubs. Early career at Nacional and breakthrough to the national team. In 2000, after his solid performances with Esmeraldas Petrolero, Borja moved to the capital, Quito, where he joined Club Deportivo El Nacional, one of Ecuador's most successful football clubs. El Nacional was known for its rich history and its ability to develop young talents, and for Borja, it was the perfect place to continue his footballing education. At El Nacional, Borja's development soared. The club's training regimen, combined with Borja's natural talent and work ethic, allowed him to mature into a more complete forward. His ability to hold up the ball, create chances for his teammates, and finish with consistency made him a key player for El Nacional. During his time there, Borja won the Ecuadorian Serie A title in 2005, which marked the first major trophy of his career. His performances at El Nacional were noted for their dynamism, and he quickly became one of the most promising strikers in Ecuador. In 2003, Borja earned his first call-up to the Ecuador national team. His recognition on the national stage came as a result of his consistent goal-scoring form at El Nacional. Borja was part of a new generation of talented Ecuadorian players, and his inclusion in the national team signaled the growing strength of Ecuadorian football. Although his first appearances were limited, his presence in the squad showcased his potential, and he quickly became a regular fixture in the team's attacking lineup. European adventure. Move to Mexico and Liga MX. After his success in Ecuador, Borja's talents caught the eye of clubs outside of his home country. In 2006, he made a significant move to Club Necaxa, a top-tier club in Mexico's Liga MX. Borja's move to Mexico was a crucial step in his career, as it provided him with the opportunity to play in one of the strongest leagues in North America. During his time at Necaxa, Borja's skill set continued to evolve. Playing in a competitive environment with a higher level of tactical sophistication, he further honed his ability to score goals and create opportunities for his teammates. He was a versatile forward capable of playing both as a central striker and a second forward. His movement off the ball, ability to link up play, and intelligence in the box helped him become an important player in the Liga MX. Borja's time at Necaxa was successful, as he contributed to the club's attack with consistent goal-scoring performances. His most memorable spell came in 2008, when he helped the club reach the Copa Libertadores quarterfinals, cementing his reputation as a player with a significant impact on the international stage. His performances in the competition attracted attention from larger clubs in Mexico and beyond. Return to Ecuador and further success at Independiente del Valle. After his time in Mexico, Borja made the decision to return to Ecuador in 2012, joining Independiente del Valle, a rising club in Ecuador that had started to make waves on both the national and international stages. At Independiente, Borja found a fresh opportunity to reignite his career, and he made an immediate impact. He was a vital part of the team's offense, showcasing his trademark ability to score goals from a variety of positions on the pitch. At Independiente del Valle, Borja played a crucial role in the club's successes during his tenure. In the 2013 season, Borja helped the club win the Copa Sudamericana, a historic victory that cemented Independiente del Valle's place in the upper echelons of Ecuadorian football. His performances in both domestic and international competitions continued to solidify his reputation as one of Ecuador's most accomplished forwards. His goal-scoring prowess, technical skills, and ability to lead the line made him one of the standout players for the club. International glory with Ecuador. During his time at Independiente del Valle, Borja continued to represent his country at the highest level. He was a key member of the Ecuador national team during the 2014 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, where he formed part of an attacking force that helped secure Ecuador's place in the tournament. His partnership with other top players, including Enner Valencia and Felipe Caicedo, gave Ecuador one of the most formidable attacking units in the South American qualifiers. Borja's performance during the 2014 FIFA World Cup was a defining moment in his career. Ecuador, competing in their third World Cup, had high expectations, and Borja was called upon to provide leadership in the attacking third. Although Ecuador did not progress beyond the group stages, Borja's inclusion in the team highlighted his standing as one of the most respected players in Ecuadorian football. Borja's international career continued after the 2014 World Cup, and he became a fixture in the Ecuadorian national team for years to come. His leadership on the pitch, combined with his technical ability and experience, made him an invaluable asset for Ecuador, later years and legacy. After his time with Independiente del Valle, Felix Borja had several stints with clubs in Ecuador, Mexico, and Colombia, including playing for Aucas and Atlético Nacional, further solidifying his place as a seasoned professional in South American football. Although Borja's years as a top-level striker were behind him, he continued to play a role in the development of younger players and the growth of football in Ecuador. As of 2021, Borja's retirement from professional football was announced, marking the end of a distinguished playing career. He is now focused on coaching and nurturing the next generation of Ecuadorian players. Early life and beginnings. Segundo Alejandro Castillo was born on November 15, 1982 in the city of Esmeraldas, Ecuador, a coastal region known for its rich culture and passionate football fans. From an early age, Castillo was immersed in the world of football, a sport that would define his life and career. Growing up in Esmeraldas, Castillo was exposed to a vibrant footballing culture, with local matches drawing crowds of all ages, and the streets serving as impromptu football pitches. As a young boy, Castillo was drawn to the game not just by its excitement, but also by the way it brought communities together. His family, which was supportive of his interest in football, encouraged his passion and nurtured his talent. Castillo began playing football at an early age, quickly standing out as a versatile and hard-working midfielder. By his teenage years, it was clear that his natural ability and tactical understanding of the game would take him far. Castillo's talent was soon recognized by scouts from top Ecuadorian clubs. At the age of 15, he joined the youth system of El Nacional, one of the most successful football clubs in Ecuador. His time at El Nacional allowed him to develop his technical skills, and by the age of 17, Castillo was ready to make his professional debut. Rise to prominence at El Nacional. Castillo made his professional debut for El Nacional in 2000 at just 17 years old. The club, based in the capital city of Quito, was one of the top teams in Ecuador, and it provided Castillo with an ideal environment to hone his skills. As a young player, Castillo initially played in various midfield positions, adapting his game as he learned from more experienced teammates. His performances at El Nacional in the early years of his career were impressive, showing great promise as a box-to-box midfielder with exceptional stamina, vision, and defensive capabilities. Castillo was known for his ability to break up opposition attacks with ease, his tireless work ethic, and his skillful distribution of the ball. He quickly earned a reputation as one of the most talented young players in Ecuador. By 2003, Castillo had become a key figure in the El Nacional midfield, playing regularly in Serie A, the top-flight league in Ecuador. His mature performances at a young age caught the attention of the Ecuadorian national team, and he was soon called up to represent his country. Castillo's strong defensive skills and his leadership potential made him a valuable asset for both his club and country. International breakthrough and the Ecuadorian national team. Castillo's international debut came in 2004 when he was called up to the Ecuador national football team by coach Luis Fernando Suarez. Castillo's first appearance for the national team was a milestone in his career, and it marked the beginning of a long and successful international journey. He played a vital role in the team's midfield, providing both defensive stability and attacking support. Castillo's breakthrough came during the 2006 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, where he played a crucial role in helping Ecuador secure a spot in the tournament. This was Ecuador's first appearance in a World Cup. and Castillo's performances in the qualifiers were pivotal to the team's success. Known for his resilience, Castillo was a leader in the midfield, breaking up opposition attacks and controlling the tempo of the game with his composure and passing ability. In the 2006 World Cup, Ecuador impressed on the international stage, reaching the round of 16. Castillo's performances in Germany further elevated his reputation, as he was one of the standout players in the Ecuadorian team. His ability to shut down opponents, win aerial duels, and maintain possession in high-pressure situations earned him widespread praise. Castillo continued to be a key figure for the national team in subsequent years, representing Ecuador in multiple international competitions, including the Copa America and World Cup qualifiers. His leadership on and off the pitch, combined with his consistently high performances, made him one of the most important players for his country. Move to Europe and success at Shenyang Dongjin. After making a name for himself with El Nacional and the Ecuadorian national team, Castillo moved to Europe in 2006, where he signed with Shenyang Dongjin in China's Super League. His move to China was a significant step in his career, as it allowed him to compete at an even higher level and further develop his game. During his time in China, Castillo's performances were impressive. His tactical awareness, defensive prowess, and ability to dictate the pace of the game made him a key figure in the midfield for Shenyang Dongjin. He played a crucial role in helping the club achieve its goals, and his experience in international competitions added an invaluable dimension to his play. After several successful seasons in China, Castillo's reputation as a hard-working and dependable midfielder continued to grow. His versatility and adaptability were key attributes that made him one of the most sought-after players in the league. In addition to his defensive work, Castillo also contributed with occasional goals and assists, showcasing his all-around abilities. Return to Ecuador and continued success. Following his time in China, Castillo returned to Ecuador in 2010, where he joined Barcelona SC, one of the biggest clubs in the country. His return to Ecuador was met with excitement, as fans were eager to see one of the nation's most experienced and reliable midfielders back in action. At Barcelona SC, Castillo continued to demonstrate his leadership and composure on the pitch. His work ethic and professionalism were evident every time he stepped onto the field, and he played an integral role in Barcelona's success during his time at the club. Castillo helped guide Barcelona SC to multiple league titles and domestic cup successes, cementing his legacy as one of the club's standout players. Late career and retirement. In his later years, Castillo transitioned into a more experienced and calm role in midfield, where his vast experience became invaluable for his club. He continued playing for Barcelona SC and also made sporadic appearances for the Ecuador national team, despite his age. His professionalism and understanding of the game ensured that he remained a useful player, even as he approached the end of his career. After retiring from professional football in 2017, Castillo shifted his focus to coaching and mentoring younger players. His leadership and tactical insights were seen as invaluable by those who worked with him. Castillo's experiences in both Ecuador and China, combined with his time at the World Cup and in Copa America, made him a respected figure in Ecuadorian football. Legacy and impact on Ecuadorian football. Segundo Castillo's legacy in Ecuadorian football is one of resilience, leadership, and dedication. His tireless work ethic, both at the club level and on the international stage, made him one of the best midfielders to come out of Ecuador. Castillo's all-around ability, including his defensive skills, passing range, and leadership qualities, earned him respect from fans and teammates alike. As a key figure in Ecuador's successful 2006 FIFA World Cup campaign, Castillo helped elevate the national team's profile on the global stage. His consistency and reliability over the years have made him a national hero in Ecuador, where he is remembered for his contribution to the country's footballing success. Beyond his time as a player, Castillo's impact extends to his role in coaching and mentoring younger talents. His experience, both in Ecuador and abroad, provides him with a wealth of knowledge that he can now pass on to future generations of Ecuadorian footballers. His leadership, work ethic, and passion for the game ensure that his legacy will continue to influence Ecuadorian football for years to come. Early life and beginnings. Luis Antonio Saritama Rivas, better known simply as Luis Saritama, was born on October 17, 984, in the Ecuadorian capital of Quito. Raised in a country where football is more than just a passion but a part of the national identity, Saritama's early years were heavily influenced by the sport. His father, a football enthusiast, was instrumental in nurturing his interest in the game, often taking young Luis to watch local matches and teaching him the fundamentals of the sport. Growing up in a working-class neighborhood, Saritama's love for football began on the streets, where he honed his skills by playing with his friends. In his early teens, Saritama joined the youth teams of local clubs, where he quickly made a name for himself as a skilled midfielder with an eye for both creative and defensive play. His technical abilities, vision, and football IQ caught the attention of coaches and scouts, marking the start of what would become a successful professional career. Professional debut. Saritama's professional debut came at the age of 17. In 2001, when he signed with one of Ecuador's top clubs, Deportivo Quito. As a young player in a competitive environment, Saritama faced the challenges of adapting to the demands of professional football. However, his maturity and natural talent allowed him to navigate these challenges and quickly earn a spot in the starting lineup. At Deportivo Quito, he showcased his ability to control the midfield, with a playing style that combined technique, vision, and a relentless work ethic. His performances earned him recognition as one of the brightest young talents in Ecuadorian football. Over the next few years, Saritama continued to develop, refining his skills and gaining valuable experience. His versatility allowed him to play in various midfield positions, whether as a central midfielder, an attacking midfielder, or even as a defensive midfielder when necessary. His ability to read the game and provide key passes made him a crucial player for Deportivo Quito during the early stages of his career. Moved to Barcelona SC in 2005, Saritama made a significant career move by signing with Barcelona SC, one of Ecuador's most successful and popular clubs. Barcelona SC, based in Guayaquil, was a club with a rich history and a passionate fan base, and joining the club marked a major step in Saritama's career. His transition to Barcelona SC was seamless, and Saritama quickly became a fan favorite due to his performances in the midfield. His ability to dictate the tempo of the game, coupled with his work ethic and creativity, made him an indispensable part of the squad. At Barcelona SC, Saritama played a pivotal role in the team's success in domestic competitions, contributing significantly to the team's league campaigns. His leadership qualities on and off the field began to emerge, and he became known for his composed nature in high-pressure situations. Saritama's consistency, passing range, and decision-making made him one of the most respected midfielders in the Ecuadorian league. During his time at Barcelona SC, Saritama continued to develop as a player, and his performances began to catch the attention of the Ecuador national team selectors. International career. Luis Saritama's success at the club level quickly translated into international recognition, and in 2005, he earned his first call-up to the Ecuador national team. His debut was a significant moment in his career, as he had the opportunity to represent his country on the world stage. Saritama's ability to maintain composure in the midfield, his distribution, and his tactical awareness made him a valuable asset for the national team. Saritama was a key player during the 2006 FIFA World Cup qualification campaign, and his performances earned him a place in Ecuador's squad for the 2006 World Cup in Germany. Though he was not a regular starter in the tournament, Saritama's experience and versatility were crucial to the team's success. Ecuador performed admirably, reaching the round of 16, marking their best-ever World Cup performance at the time. Saritama's time with the national team during the World Cup showcased his professionalism, and he became known for his role as a reliable squad player who could step in whenever needed. In subsequent years, Saritama continued to represent Ecuador in international tournaments and qualification campaigns. Although he was often overshadowed by other high-profile players in the national team, nonetheless, his ability to maintain a high level of performance and his contribution to the team's midfield made him a respected figure in Ecuadorian football. Moved to Liga de Quito. In 2009, Saritama made another pivotal move in his career by signing with Liga Deportiva Universitaria de Quito, LDU Quito, one of the most successful clubs in Ecuador. LDU Quito was not only a domestic powerhouse but also a club with significant international success, having won the Copa Libertadores, the Copa Sudamericana, and the Recopa Sudamericana in the previous years. Joining LDU Quito allowed Saritama to compete at the highest level of South American club football and provided him with an opportunity to showcase his talent on a larger stage. At LDU Quito, Saritama experienced success both domestically and internationally. He helped the club maintain its dominance in Ecuadorian football, winning several national titles, including the Ecuadorian Serie A and the Copa del Ecuador. His tactical understanding and ability to control the pace of the game from midfield made him an essential figure in the team's midfield. Saritama's influence on the pitch extended beyond his individual skills, as he played a key role in helping the team maintain cohesion and balance. In 2009, Saritama was also part of LDU Quito's historic Copa Sudamericana winning team, and his contributions to the team's success were crucial to their success in South American competitions. The victory in the Copa Sudamericana added to the club's growing trophy collection, and Saritama's role in this triumph cemented his legacy as one of Ecuador's most accomplished midfielders of his generation. Later career and return to Deportivo Quito. In the latter part of his career, Saritama moved back to Deportivo Quito in 2014, where he continued to contribute his experience and leadership to the club. His return to the team that had launched his career allowed Saritama to serve as a mentor to younger players, sharing his vast knowledge and experience of top-level football. Despite being in the twilight of his career, Saritama remained a key figure for the team, providing stability and consistency in the midfield. His leadership and footballing intelligence were invaluable assets for Deportivo Quito during this period, and he continued to demonstrate his versatility and passing ability. In 2016, Saritama made the decision to retire from professional football, marking the end of a long and successful career in Ecuadorian football. His retirement was celebrated by fans and fellow professionals alike, with many acknowledging his contribution to the growth and development of Ecuadorian football over the years. Early life and origins. Antonio Luis Valencia was born on August 4, 1985, in the small town of Lita, located in the province of Esmeraldas, Ecuador. Growing up in a rural and humble setting, Valencia's early life was marked by challenges that shaped his resilience and work ethic. Esmeraldas, known for its rich Afro-Ecuadorian culture and beautiful coastal scenery, provided the perfect backdrop for a young boy to fall in love with football. Valencia's passion for the game developed at an early age. As a child, he would often play with older neighborhood boys, demonstrating his innate talent and love for football. His raw skill on the ball did not go unnoticed, and by the age of 12, Valencia joined the local club Carapungo, a significant step in his pursuit of a professional football career. At 16, Valencia made the move to the capital city of Quito, where he joined El Nacional, one of Ecuador's most prominent and successful football clubs. It was here that Valencia would begin to establish himself as one of Ecuador's most promising young footballers, quickly catching the attention of scouts both within the country and abroad. Rise to prominence with El Nacional. Valencia's professional debut came at the age of 18 when he played for El Nacional in Ecuador's top-tier football league, Serie A. His arrival at the club coincided with a period of significant success, and Valencia's explosive style of play quickly made him stand out. Initially starting as a right winger, Valencia's pace, dribbling, and powerful crossing ability made him a constant threat on the flank. His quickness allowed him to glide past defenders with ease, and his vision provided countless assists for his teammates. Over the next few years, Valencia's performances for El Nacional were nothing short of outstanding. His displays earned him the Best Player of the Year award in 2005, and by 2006, he had become one of the top talents in Ecuador. As a result of his consistent performances, he earned a call-up to the Ecuadorian national team, marking the beginning of his international career. However, it was not long before European clubs started to take notice of the young winger, with Valencia's performances garnering attention from top scouts across the globe. European move and success at Wigan Athletic in 2006, Valencia took the significant step of moving to Europe, signing with Wigan Athletic, a club playing in the English Premier League. The move marked a major turning point in Valencia's career, as it exposed him to a more competitive and demanding football environment. Wigan, at the time, was a mid-tier club in the Premier League, but it was the ideal platform for a young, ambitious player like Valencia to make his mark. Valencia wasted no time in proving himself in England. His first season at Wigan saw him quickly becoming one of the club's standout performers, impressing with his powerful running, ball control, and ability to create scoring chances. Playing under manager Paul Jewell, Valencia showcased his flair and creativity, making an immediate impact in the Premier League. His direct style of play, combined with his impressive work rate, helped make him one of the most feared wingers in the league. During his time at Wigan, Valencia's stock rose rapidly, earning him widespread recognition as one of the most exciting players in the Premier League. He scored his first Premier League goal for Wigan in 2007 and became known for his ability to deliver dangerous crosses and provide assists, playing a pivotal role in the club's offensive play. His performances were also lauded by the Ecuadorian national team, where he became a key figure. Manchester United era. Reaching the pinnacle. In 2009, after 3 successful seasons with Wigan, Valencia's career reached new heights when he made the high-profile move to Manchester United for a transfer fee reported to be around £16 million, making him one of the most expensive signings in the club's history at the time. Under the guidance of legendary manager Sir Alex Ferguson, Valencia entered one of the world's biggest football clubs, playing in the high-pressure environment of the English Premier League and European competitions. Valencia's impact at Manchester United was immediate. His debut season in the Premier League saw him replace veteran Cristiano Ronaldo as the club's primary right winger, a daunting task that Valencia handled with grace and skill. His first season at United was marked by a series of excellent performances, with Valencia providing numerous assists and creating scoring opportunities for his teammates. In his first full season with United, 2009-2010, Valencia quickly became one of the team's most reliable players, particularly for his consistency on the right wing. His powerful crosses, dribbling, and tireless work ethic were key assets for the team. He played a crucial role in helping Manchester United win the 2010-2011 Premier League title and reach the 2011 UEFA Champions League final. Consistent excellence and titles with Manchester United. Over the next several years, Valencia's performances continued to impress, and he became a mainstay in United's starting lineup. His consistency, versatility, and professionalism helped him become one of the most reliable players at the club, capable of delivering world-class performances both domestically and internationally. Valencia's contributions were instrumental in Manchester United's continued success. Under Sir Alex Ferguson, he won several titles, including 3 Premier League titles, 2011, 2013, 2 League Cups, and the 2010-2011 Community Shield. He also enjoyed success in international competitions, with his role in Manchester United's journey to the 2011 UEFA Champions League final marking one of the highlights of his career. Though the team lost to Barcelona, Valencia's solid performance throughout the competition earned him praise. In 2012, Valencia was named Manchester United's Player of the Year, a testament to his consistent form and importance to the team. His ability to consistently deliver performances of the highest quality and contribute to the team's offensive and defensive phases made him one of the Premier League's top wingers. Shift to right back and continued success. Over the course of his career at Manchester United, Valencia transitioned from a traditional right winger to a right back, a shift that proved to be pivotal in prolonging his career at the club. Under new manager Louis van Gaal, Valencia's defensive skills became just as valuable as his attacking capabilities. He became an invaluable asset to the team, using his pace and positional awareness to excel as a fullback while still contributing to the attack. Valencia's ability to adapt to different positions on the pitch and his dedication to his craft solidified his place as a fan favorite. By 2017, he had firmly established himself as one of the most experienced and reliable players at Manchester United, captaining the team in several key matches. International career. Ecuador's star Valencia's contributions to the Ecuadorian national team are legendary. He made his senior debut in 2004 and quickly became one of Ecuador's key players. His performances in World Cup qualifying campaigns were pivotal in securing Ecuador's places in the 2006 and 2014 FIFA World Cups. He played a central role in Ecuador's success in Copa America tournaments and was widely regarded as the team's leader on the pitch. Valencia's leadership and consistency earned him the captain's armband for much of his international career. He became Ecuador's most capped player, with over 100 appearances for the national team. His ability to represent Ecuador on the global stage and lead his country in significant tournaments cemented his place as one of Ecuador's greatest footballers. Early life and beginnings. Nacer Javier Riasco Cedeño, commonly known as Nacer Riasco, was born on September 11, 1982, in the coastal town of Esmeraldas, Ecuador. Raised in a region known for its rich cultural heritage and passionate love for football, Riasco's introduction to the sport came at an early age. Growing up in a working-class family, he developed a love for football by watching local games and playing with his peers in the streets and fields of his hometown. Esmeraldas, known for its vibrant Afro-Ecuadorian culture, played a key role in shaping his musical and sporting sensibilities. Riasco's football journey began at the local youth teams, where his potential was quickly recognized. As a child, his natural talent and agility caught the eye of local coaches, and it was soon clear that he had a future in the sport. By his early teens, he had already shown promise as a versatile player capable of excelling both as a defender and an attacking midfielder. Rise to prominence. In 1999, at the age of 17, Riasco made his debut for the local club Esmeraldas SC, where his performances quickly garnered attention from larger clubs within Ecuador. His professional debut came in 2000, when he signed with the renowned Ecuadorian club, Deportivo Quito. During his early years at the club, Riasco began to develop his reputation as a hard-working and talented player with a knack for both defending and contributing to offensive plays. His pace, vision, and versatility on the field made him a key player for Deportivo Quito. His breakthrough year came in 2003 when Riasco helped Deportivo Quito win the Ecuadorian Serie A title. His performances caught the attention of national team selectors and foreign clubs, establishing him as one of Ecuador's brightest footballing talents. His ability to play on the left flank, either as a fullback or winger, made him a versatile and valuable asset for his team. International career and World Cup glory. Nacer Riasco's impressive performances at the club level earned him a call-up to the Ecuador national team in 2003. His international debut came during the 2003 Copa America, where he showcased his skills on the regional stage. His consistent performances with Ecuador led to his selection for the 2006 FIFA World Cup, marking a career-defining moment for the player and the nation. Ecuador's 2006 World Cup campaign was historic, as they reached the knockout stage for the first time in their history. Riasco, a vital part of the team, impressed both defensively and in attack. His attacking runs from the left flank were a constant threat to opposition defenses, and he became known for his ability to deliver dangerous crosses into the box. His consistent form helped Ecuador achieve their best-ever World Cup performance, finishing in the round of 16, where they were eliminated by England. Following the World Cup, Riasco became a regular fixture in the national team and was included in subsequent qualifiers and tournaments. He played a vital role in Ecuador's qualification for the 2010 FIFA World Cup, marking his second appearance in the global tournament. Though Ecuador did not make it out of the group stages, Riasco's experience and leadership continued to serve the national team well. Club career in Ecuador and abroad. After his standout performances with Deportivo Quito, Riasco's next career move saw him sign with one of Ecuador's most successful clubs, LDU Quito, Liga Deportiva Universitaria de Quito, in 2005. At LDU Quito, he continued to refine his game, becoming a central figure in their title-winning campaigns. Riasco played a crucial role in LDU Quito's success, helping the club win multiple domestic titles, including the Ecuadorian Serie A title and the Copa Libertadores. One of the most notable moments in Riasco's career came in 2008 when LDU Quito won the Copa Libertadores, South America's most prestigious club competition. The victory cemented Riasco's status as one of the most accomplished Ecuadorian footballers of his generation. His leadership and consistency were key to LDU Quito's success, and his partnership with his teammates in defense and midfield was instrumental in securing the club's place in history. Riasco's success at the domestic level continued throughout the following years, with LDU Quito winning several more titles, including the Copa Sudamericana in 2009 and the Recopa Sudamericana in 2009 and 2010. His contributions on the pitch, both as a defender and an attacker, were fundamental to LDU Quito's dominance in South American football during this period. later years and returned to Ecuador. After an illustrious career in both the national team and club football, Riasco's playing career began to wind down in the mid-2010s. In 2015, Riasco returned to his roots, joining the club that gave him his start, Deportivo Quito, for a brief stint. Despite his age, he showed flashes of his former self, still contributing to the team's performances with his leadership and experience. In the years following, Riasco's role gradually shifted toward mentoring younger players, guiding them with his extensive knowledge of the game and experience in top-level football. Although his playing time became limited, his contributions to Ecuadorian football remained valuable, and he became a respected figure in the national football community. Legacy and impact. Nacer Riasco's impact on Ecuadorian football is undeniable. As a player, he was a versatile and dynamic force on the field, capable of both defending and attacking with equal effectiveness. His success at both the club and international levels earned him the admiration of fans and fellow players alike. Riasco's role in Ecuador's qualification for the 2006 and 2010 FIFA World Cups solidified his place in the history of Ecuadorian football. Moreover, Riasco's leadership and contributions to LDU Quito's victories in international competitions like the Copa Libertadores and Copa Sudamericana have earned him a legendary status at the club. His style of play, characterized by his pace, crossing ability, and work ethic, made him one of the most respected fullbacks in South America during his prime. Though his international career has since concluded, Riasco's influence on Ecuadorian football continues to be felt. He remains a prominent figure in the country's footballing landscape, known for his professionalism, skill, and dedication to the game. Personal life. Off the pitch, Nacer Riasco is known for his humility, discipline, and commitment to his family and community. He has often been described as a down-to-earth individual who values his roots and the people around him. Throughout his career, Riasco has maintained a strong connection with his hometown of Esmeraldas, and he has been involved in various charitable initiatives aimed at helping underprivileged communities. Riasco is married with children, and he has often spoken about the importance of his family and their role in supporting him throughout his career. Despite his fame, he has always remained focused on his values, and he has sought to inspire future generations of Ecuadorian footballers through both his play and his example off the pitch. Conclusion. Nacer Riasco's career has been one of immense achievement and success, both in domestic and international football. From his humble beginnings in Esmeraldas to his starring role in Ecuador's historic World Cup campaigns, Riasco has solidified his place as one of Ecuador's footballing greats. His legacy extends beyond his on-field performances, as his leadership, work ethic, and commitment to his country and club have made him an enduring figure in Ecuadorian football. Early life and introduction to football. Edison Antonio Mendez Rodriguez was born on October 16, 1979, in Ambato, a city nestled in the Andean highlands of Ecuador. The city, known for its deep ties to Ecuadorian culture and history, would prove to be the perfect place for Edison to develop his love for football. Growing up in a working-class family, football was a natural outlet for young Edison, who found joy in the sport from an early age. Ambato, though not a major football hub like Guayaquil or Quito, had a passion for the game that allowed young players like Edison to thrive. As a child, Mendez would often play in the streets and fields near his home, showcasing his impressive technical skills and love for the game. His natural talent was evident, and it wasn't long before he caught the attention of local coaches. Edison's formal introduction to professional football came when he joined the youth ranks of Macará, a club based in his hometown of Ambato. As part of Macará's academy, Edison quickly made a name for himself as a skilled and versatile midfielder with a keen footballing mind. His ball control, vision, and passing accuracy made him stand out from other players in his age group. At just 16, he made his first team debut for the club in 1996, beginning a journey that would eventually elevate him to the highest levels of Ecuadorian football. Breakthrough at Macará and early career development. Edison Mendez's breakthrough into professional football came in 1996, when he made his senior debut for Macará in Ecuador's Serie A. At the time, the club was not one of the biggest names in Ecuadorian football, but it provided Edison with the platform to showcase his abilities. As a young player, Edison displayed maturity on the ball that belied his age, and he was quick to adapt to the demands of top-flight football. During his early years at Macará, Mendes developed a reputation as a player with immense potential. His vision, passing range, and composure under pressure made him an invaluable asset in the midfield. Although he was still in his teens, Edison was already demonstrating an ability to dictate the tempo of the game and create opportunities for his teammates. In 1999, Edison's performances with Macará led to interest from some of the bigger clubs in Ecuador, and soon after, he moved to Liga Deportiva Universitaria de Quito, LDU Quito, one of Ecuador's most successful and storied football clubs. This move marked the next important step in his career, as LDU Quito was a club with greater ambitions and the resources to help him further develop his game. Success at Liga Deportiva Universitaria, LDU Quito. Joining LDU Quito in 2000 was a career-defining moment for Edison Mendes. The club, known for its passionate fan base and history of success in Ecuadorian football, provided Edison with the platform he needed to shine on the national stage. As he settled into life at the club, Edison began to establish himself as one of the best midfielders in Ecuador. At LDU Quito, Mendes's talent flourished. His ability to control games from the center of midfield, his excellent passing range, and his knack for scoring goals made him a complete player. His composure on the ball and his vision for setting up attacks became key components of the club's style of play. Edison Mendes played a central role in helping LDU Quito secure important titles during his time at the club. He was instrumental in their success in Ecuadorian Serie A, winning titles and becoming a fan favorite in the process. His performances in the league, combined with his consistency and leadership on the field, helped elevate the club's status in Ecuadorian football. By 2003, Mendes had become a star at LDU Quito. He had matured into a player capable of influencing games on both ends of the pitch. His ability to break up opposition attacks, distribute the ball efficiently, and provide a creative spark in the attacking third made him a unique and invaluable asset to his team. International recognition and debut for Ecuador. Mendes's success at LDU Quito did not go unnoticed, and by the early 2000s, he had caught the attention of Ecuador's national team coaches. His performances in the Ecuadorian Serie A had earned him a place in the Ecuadorian national team for the 2002 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Mendes made his debut for the Ecuadorian national team in 2001, marking the beginning of a long and successful international career. His inclusion in the squad was a testament to his skill, determination, and maturity at a relatively young age. Mendes's playing style was well suited to the fast-paced, dynamic nature of international football. He brought energy, creativity, and control to Ecuador's midfield. During the 2002 World Cup qualifiers, Mendes played an integral role in helping Ecuador secure a place in the 2002 FIFA World Cup in South Korea and Japan. Though Ecuador's first appearance in a World Cup did not see them progress past the group stage, it was a historic achievement for the nation, and Mendes's contribution to the team's success was invaluable. His ability to link defense and attack, coupled with his calm and composed nature, made him a key figure in the Ecuadorian midfield. Move to Europe and success with PSV Eindhoven. After his strong performances with both LDU Quito and the Ecuadorian national team, Edison Mendes earned a move to Europe, joining PSV Eindhoven in the Netherlands in 2004. The move to PSV Eindhoven, one of the top clubs in the Eredivisie, was a major step in Mendes's career. It was a chance to compete at the highest level in European club football, alongside some of the best players in the world. Mendes's first season at PSV Eindhoven was a success, as he quickly adapted to the rigors of European football. Known for his work ethic and versatility, Mendes became an important player in the PSV Eindhoven midfield. His ability to play both as an attacking midfielder and a central midfielder allowed him to contribute in a variety of roles, providing both creativity and defensive stability. At PSV Eindhoven, Mendes's international reputation grew as he played a pivotal role in the team's domestic and international successes. He was part of a squad that won several Eredivisie titles and reached the UEFA Champions League semi-finals in 2005. His time at the club solidified his status as one of the most accomplished Ecuadorian footballers of his generation. Continued success in Europe and South America. After a successful stint at PSV Eindhoven, Edison Mendes continued to play in Europe, with a brief period at Flamengo in Brazil, before returning to Ecuador to continue his career with LDU Quito once more. His second spell with LDU Quito was just as successful as his first, as he continued to guide the club to important victories and titles. He was instrumental in helping LDU Quito win the Copa Sudamericana in 2009, one of the most prestigious titles in South American club football. Mendes's time in South America also included a return to Ecuador's national team, where he continued to play a key role in the team's qualification for the 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa. It was another historic achievement for Ecuador, and Mendes was once again a key figure in their journey to the tournament. Retirement and post-playing career. After a distinguished career playing for both club and country, Edison Mendes retired from professional football in 2015. His legacy as one of Ecuador's finest midfielders is secure, and he remains a highly respected figure in both Ecuadorian football and the wider footballing world. Post-retirement, Mendes has continued to be involved in football through coaching and mentoring roles. He has worked with various youth teams in Ecuador and has used his experience to guide the next generation of footballers. Early life and introduction to football. Ivan Jorge Caviedes was born on October 24, 1979 in Guayaquil, Ecuador, a bustling port city on the Pacific coast. Growing up in the city's rough neighborhoods, Caviedes was surrounded by the hum of street football games, where kids would form teams out of thin air, often improvising with makeshift balls. From a young age, Caviedes displayed an exceptional flair for football, and it was clear to anyone who watched him that he had a special connection with the game. Caviedes came from a family with a strong connection to football. His father, Jorge Caviedes, was also a player, albeit not as well known as his son would become. Despite not being an elite-level footballer, his father's guidance and love for the game nurtured Ivan's passion. The young Caviedes began playing football at local clubs, and it was his remarkable speed, creativity, and natural dribbling ability that caught the attention of scouts. As a teenager, Caviedes joined the youth team of Emelec, one of Ecuador's most famous and successful clubs. Located in Guayaquil, Club Sport Emelec was the ideal platform for young talent to be developed into top-level professionals. During his time with Emelec's youth team, Caviedes continued to grow into his role as a striker, earning a reputation for his spectacular dribbling and his ability to create opportunities for his teammates. However, it was his eye for goal that truly set him apart. Early professional career with Emelec. At the age of 17, Caviedes made his debut for the Emelec senior team in 1997. The club, known for its focus on attacking football, provided the perfect environment for Caviedes to showcase his dazzling dribbling skills and his knack for scoring goals. In his early years with Emelec, Caviedes quickly established himself as one of Ecuador's brightest young talents. In 1999, Caviedes helped Emelec win the Ecuadorian Serie A title, marking the first significant achievement in his career. His performances that season were a combination of brilliance and unpredictability. His quick feet, combined with his technical ability, made him a nightmare for defenders. He was a player who could change the course of a game with a single moment of magic. His performances also earned him recognition at the national level, leading to his call-up to the Ecuador national team. Despite the success he enjoyed with Emelec, Caviedes' time in Ecuador was relatively brief. The young forward, who was already being described as a player with international potential, moved to Europe in search of a bigger challenge. Moved to Europe. First steps into international football. In 2000, Caviedes moved to Spain, joining Granada CF, then playing in the Spanish Segunda Division. The transition to European football was a significant step for Caviedes, and his time at Granada marked a key moment in his career development. Although he was initially signed to play as a forward, Caviedes' role in the team often saw him playing as an attacking midfielder, where his skills and vision allowed him to operate with more freedom. Caviedes quickly adapted to the European game, and his performances at Granada were enough to catch the eye of top-tier clubs. He showed great versatility, with the ability to play in various attacking positions, while his creativity and flair were a constant threat to opposition defenses. His quick rise through the ranks of European football demonstrated his growing maturity as a player and his potential to perform at the highest levels. Despite his promise, Cavidi's time in Spain was short-lived. In 2001, he moved to the La Liga giants Real Betis on loan, a move that would give him a platform to showcase his talents against some of Europe's best players. The Real Betis experiment. Cavidi's time at Real Betis was a significant chapter in his career, albeit one that was marred by inconsistency. While he was widely regarded as a player with exceptional potential, he often struggled to find his rhythm in Spain's top league. The intensity and pace of La Liga were much higher than what Caviedes had been used to in Ecuador, and the pressure to perform at such a high level took its toll. In his single season at Real Betis in 2001, Caviedes made limited appearances, and he failed to make a significant impact. Nevertheless, his time at Betis helped him grow as a player, teaching him valuable lessons about the demands of top-flight football. Despite his struggles in Spain, Caviedes' talent remained undeniable. By 2002, he was back in South America, this time playing for Cruzeiro in Brazil's Serie A. Here, Caviedes would find greater success, adapting to the unique style of Brazilian football. He enjoyed a more prominent role in the team, and his flair and goal-scoring abilities were put to full use. Although his time in Brazil was relatively short, it helped Caviedes refine his attacking style and gave him more exposure on the international stage. Back to Ecuador and international stardom. Following his spell in Brazil, Caviedes returned to Ecuador, joining Barcelona SC, one of the country's top clubs. His return to Ecuador was marked by a period of transformation. At Barcelona SC, he rediscovered his form, and it was during this period that Caviedes truly emerged as one of Ecuador's top footballing talents. He helped lead the club to national titles and played a crucial role in strengthening the team's attacking force. His playmaking and goal-scoring abilities were once again on full display, and his performances earned him a permanent place in the Ecuador national team. Caviedes was a key player for Ecuador during the 2006 FIFA World Cup qualification campaign. His technical brilliance, pace, and goal-scoring ability were integral to the team's success in the CONMEBOL qualifiers. He was involved in several key goals and assists, including a stunning hat-trick against Colombia in 2004 that solidified his reputation as one of Ecuador's most gifted players. As the 2006 World Cup loomed, Caviedes was a vital part of the team's preparations. He was expected to play a leading role in the tournament, but his form and influence were somewhat reduced during the competition. Ecuador reached the quarter-finals of the 2006 FIFA World Cup, an incredible achievement for the country, but Caviedes' time on the pitch was limited. However, his contributions to the national team's successful qualification campaign could not be overlooked. Later career and legacy. In the years following the 2006 World Cup, Caviedes continued to represent Ecuador at major tournaments, including the Copa America. His career took him to various clubs in South America, including a stint with Mexican club Cruz Azul and brief returns to Barcelona SC and Emelec. While his career did not reach the heights that many had predicted during his early years, Caviedes remained an influential figure in Ecuadorian football, earning the respect of fans and fellow players alike. Caviedes' playing style was characterized by his dazzling dribbles, quick footwork, and technical flair. Though not the most physically imposing player, his low center of gravity and close control of the ball made him one of the most entertaining players to watch. He was also known for his creativity and unpredictable nature, always capable of pulling off moments of brilliance that would leave defenders and goalkeepers baffled. Over the years, Caviedes became an icon in Ecuador, especially for his part in the national team's remarkable achievement of qualifying for their first-ever FIFA World Cup in 2002 and the World Cup qualification campaign for 2006. Despite the ups and downs of his club career, Caviedes is fondly remembered by Ecuadorian fans for his unpredictability, his audacity on the ball, and his contributions to the national team's successes. Early life and introduction to football. Christian Javier Lara, affectionately known as Chucho Lara, was born on June 9, 1982, in the vibrant city of Guayaquil, Ecuador. Growing up in one of Ecuador's most important cultural and economic centers, Lara was exposed to the world of football from an early age. Guayaquil, with its passionate football culture, provided the ideal environment for Lara to cultivate his love for the sport. Lara's family was not directly involved in football at a professional level, but like many Ecuadorians, they shared a deep admiration for the game. Encouraged by his family's support, Lara quickly developed his talent on the streets of Guayaquil, where young players often gathered to showcase their skills. Lara's natural ability to dribble, his vision, and his keen sense of the game quickly set him apart from his peers. These early experiences marked the beginning of what would become a remarkable football career. Lara's journey into professional football began when he joined Club Sport Emelec, one of Ecuador's most successful football clubs. Emelec, based in Guayaquil, was the perfect place for a young talent like Lara to make his mark. He entered the club's youth academy, where he quickly impressed coaches with his flair, technical skill, and his ability to pick out passes that few others could see. By the time he was 17, Lara was already playing for Emelec's senior team. Breaking into the professional scene at Emelec, Christian Lara made his debut for Club Sport Emelec in 1999 at the age of 17. The young midfielder's arrival on the professional scene was met with excitement as his talent was undeniable. Lara's playing style was an instant hit with fans of Emelec, as he displayed a combination of quick feet, agility, and exceptional vision. His ability to glide past defenders with ease while maintaining control of the ball made him an exciting prospect. Lara's early years with Emelec were crucial in developing his game. Despite his youth, he was entrusted with significant playing time in the midfield, where his technical abilities shone through. His playmaking style was reminiscent of some of the greatest South American midfielders, and it quickly became clear that Lara had the potential to be a major figure in Ecuadorian football. By 2001, just 2 years after his debut, Lara had already become a key player for Emelec, cementing his place in the team's starting lineup. His creativity and flair were key to the club's attacking play, and Lara's vision in the final third was instrumental in setting up goals. His performances for Emelec earned him recognition not only from the fans but also from Ecuador's national team scouts. During his time with Emelec, Lara established himself as one of the brightest talents in Ecuadorian football. His ability to dribble past defenders, his precise passing, and his vision on the field made him a unique and exciting talent in the midfield. National team call-up and international debut. As Lara continued to impress for Emelec, his performances caught the eye of Ecuador's national team coach, Luis Fernando Suarez. In 2002, at the age of 20, Lara was called up to the Ecuadorian national team for the first time. His debut for La Tri came during a World Cup qualifier match, and it marked the beginning of a long and successful international career. Lara's debut was an important milestone, as it allowed him to showcase his talents on the international stage. His creativity in midfield quickly made him a favorite of the national team. As Ecuador continued to grow as a footballing nation, Lara became an integral part of the team's midfield, often tasked with orchestrating the attack and linking play between defense and offense. His vision and technical skills made him a vital contributor to the team's success in the 2006 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Though Lara was still young, he proved to be a valuable asset to the national team, providing the team with both stability in midfield and the ability to create scoring opportunities. He played an important role in Ecuador's qualification for the 2006 FIFA World Cup in Germany, marking the country's first-ever appearance in the prestigious tournament. While he did not feature in every match, Lara's contributions were significant in helping Ecuador reach the World Cup. Success at Independiente del Valle and international recognition. After his successful spell with Emelec, Lara made a move to Independiente del Valle in 2005. A club that was still relatively new to the upper echelons of Ecuadorian football but had a clear vision to develop young talent. At Independiente del Valle, Lara would reach new heights in his career. Lara's style of play flourished at Independiente del Valle, where he was given greater freedom to express himself and take on a leading role in the midfield. His ability to dribble, pass, and dictate the tempo of a game made him the central figure in the team's attacking play. Under the guidance of Independiente's management, Lara refined his skills and became one of the most influential players in Ecuadorian football. During his time with Independiente del Valle, Lara was part of a team that challenged the traditional powerhouses of Ecuadorian football. He was a crucial player in the team's pursuit of national titles and international recognition. Lara's performances caught the eye of clubs abroad, and in 2007, his dream of playing in Europe came true. European journey. Playing in Spain and beyond. In 2007, Lara's talent earned him a move to Spain, where he joined Deportivo Alaves in La Liga. The move to one of Europe's most competitive leagues was a significant step in Lara's career, and it was an opportunity for him to test himself against some of the best players in the world. At Deportivo Alaves, Lara faced new challenges in adapting to the physicality and pace of European football. However, his natural ability and technical skills made him a standout performer, even in one of the most demanding leagues in the world. His vision and passing were regarded as some of the finest in the team, and he played a pivotal role in the club's midfield. While his time in Spain was not as lengthy as some of his contemporaries, it provided Lara with invaluable experience at the highest level of European football. He was able to showcase his talents on a global stage, playing in highly competitive matches against some of Europe's top clubs. His time in Spain was a testament to his ability to adapt and thrive in new environments. Return to Ecuador and legacy at Emelec. After a stint in Spain, Lara returned to Emelec in 2010, where he would spend the remainder of his career. His second spell with Emelec was marked by consistency, leadership, and a series of standout performances. Lara's ability to dictate play and control the midfield remained unrivaled in Ecuador, and he continued to provide creativity for his teammates. During his second stint at Emelec, Lara helped the club secure Ecuadorian Serie A titles and consistently challenged for top positions in domestic and international competitions. His leadership on the field and ability to control the tempo of the game made him a fan favorite and a key figure in the team's success. As Lara's career neared its end, he began transitioning into a coaching role, mentoring the next generation of footballing talent. His wealth of experience, both domestically and internationally, made him an invaluable resource for the club and its young players. Retirement and post-football career. In 2018, Christian Lara officially announced his retirement from football. After over 15 years of professional play, Lara's decision to hang up his boots was a poignant moment in Ecuadorian football. He had given everything to the game, playing at the highest levels in both domestic and international competitions. Post-retirement, Lara transitioned into coaching and mentoring roles. His vast experience in the midfield, combined with his understanding of the game, made him a sought-after figure in Ecuador's footballing development programs. Lara's dedication to the sport continued off the field as he worked with young players, imparting his knowledge and passion for the game.